Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Dub Nation, welcome back to another Rocha Entertainment Warriors video. And in this video, ladies and gentlemen, like we did in the first half of the season, we are here to break down the second half Warriors schedule. So right now I'm in Texas. Warriors are got two games remaining. At this moment, they stand 19 and 16. So the most they can fall to is 19 and 18. They could be 21 and 16. You know, you never know, 20 and 17. But overall, the Warriors had the sixth hardest schedule in the NBA in the first half of the season, and I think they did pretty good. So hopefully the second half of the season maybe favors the Warriors a little bit more. Before I get into this, guys, if you haven't already, make sure y'all hit that like and sub button. Turn the notification bell. I'll be live. Next time I'll be live is Warriors, Clippers, opening night of the second half of the season. Make sure y'all come on by and hang out. It's a fun time on the channel when the streams are popping. All right, guys, so here we go. And make sure y'all leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the second half of the season, what's your predictions, and all that. All right, guys, so here we go. Obviously, as I just said, we open up with a tough one. Tough 3 games to open the second half of the schedule. We got Clippers, Jazz, Lakers. Clippers on the road, Jazz in LA, Lakers at home. This is going to be tough, man. If the Warriors could go 2-1, that'd be great. 1-2, we'll take it. Long as they don't go 0-3 in the stretch, we'll be all right. This is a very tough schedule to open up, man. But the Warriors, they've shown that they can beat these top teams. They have before with the Clippers. They have before with the Lakers. So let's see what the Warriors could do with this start of the schedule. And hopefully it's a great start to the second half of the schedule. All right, next up, the Warriors go on the road for 3. Rockets and Grizzlies twice. This is a road stretch where maybe they could take 2 out of 3, maybe even sweep the series. I know Grizzlies are playing good right now, but Grizzlies are a team that the Warriors can beat if they play right. The Rockets are terrible, so I expect this to fully be a win. But, you know, I can see the Warriors going 3-0 on this road trip. Definitely at least 1 win, 2-1 on take. But this is a, you know, pretty decent schedule right here for these 3 games. Next up, we got 1 at home again in Philly. Then we're on the road against Sacramento. Then we're home for Atlanta and Chicago. So obviously Philly, yeah, that's going to be a hard game. Because, you know, it's the Sixers are the best team in the East right now. Them and the Nets. So obviously that's going to be a hard game. Sacramento, they're terrible. This should be a win for the Warriors. They've already, for the only time we faced Sacramento this year, we blew them out by 30. Atlanta and Chicago. Those are 2 very winnable games. We've already beaten Chicago. Atlanta's an up-and-down team. I can see the Warriors in this stretch going 3-1 easily. You never know. Maybe they beat the Sixers. We'll see how that goes. But I would take no less than 3-1. I think we could beat Sacramento, we could beat Atlanta, and we could beat Chicago. Sweep the Bulls, and Josh to the sports area is going to have to do his bet. All right, then we go on the road for 3. 2 in Florida against Miami, and then obviously the Raptors are in Tampa right now. And Atlanta. Again, I know the Heat and the Raptors are playing well right now. This could be a stretch where the Warriors, after the Sixers game, can win a lot in a row. Miami's an up-and-down team. Toronto's an up-and-down team. And the Hawks are an up-and-down team. So, again, I want 2-1 on this road trip. 3-0 would be great. 1-2 would be disappointing. We've already beat Miami. We've already beat Toronto. Obviously, we faced the Hawks twice here in a span of about, what, 10 days? 8 days? So, yeah, I mean, this is a good road trip for the Warriors. But I think a very winnable road trip for Golden State. Then the Warriors come home for 4. Milwaukee, Washington, Houston, and Denver. Give me 2-2 on this home trip, and I'll be great. Yes, Washington's played good. So, you know, never know what they're in. The Bucks killed us the first time. Hopefully, unlike the Nets games, the Warriors can get revenge. And then Denver, Warriors 0-1 against them. Warriors, again, maybe 3-1 on this home trip. Maybe we sneak one out against the Bucks. Maybe we sneak one out against the Nuggets. Rockets are a very winnable team, and the Wizards are a very winnable team. Again, I think the second half of the schedule is going to be good for Golden State. I can see them going 3-1 on this homestand. And, you know, by then the Warriors are 7, 8, 9, 10 games over 500. So another good stretch here for the Warriors and another very winnable stretch. A very winnable 4 games besides the Bucks games and the Denver game. But 2-2, 3-1 in this stretch would be great. All right, and then the Warriors go on the road for, what is that, 5. OKC, first time this year. Cleveland, and then they got Boston, Philly, and Washington. OKC, better than we thought. Still not a good team. Boston, they beat us the first time, barely. What's going to happen with the second matchup? And then we got Philly again. We got Washington. Give me 2-2 on this road trip. The Warriors could go 2-2, sneak wins against the Cavs and the Wizards, and then maybe potentially take one from Boston or take one from Philly. Man, we got a lot of freaking primetime games, man. I mean, that span, you have the TNT game against the Bucks, the ESPN game against the Denver Nuggets. You got ABC on a Saturday against Boston, and you got ESPN against Philly, ESPN against, yeah. So, again, give me 2-2 on this road trip. We could beat the Thunder. We already blew out the Cavs. Give me 2-2 on this road trip. Maybe 3-1 if we can sneak one against Boston, who we almost beat the first time. Maybe one against Philly. This is going to be a good test. Going to Boston and Philly on back-to-back nights, and then Washington to finish it off. So maybe the Warriors start the road trip with the win, and end the road trip with the win. All right, next up, the Warriors are home for 3 against the Denver Nuggets. Once again, the Sacramento Kings and the Dallas Mavericks. We'll see what this home stands again. I think Warriors have enough fire ability to sweep the Kings this year. Maybe two out of 3 from both the Mavericks, what the Warriors have split with, and the Denver Nuggets. We'll see how that goes. This should be a good Sorry, guys. This should be a good home stand for Golden State. Can easily see them going 3-0. I can see them going 2-1 or 1-2, depending how they play. But this is another good trip. Another good 3 games for the Warriors to get some good test and get some dubs, man. Then the Warriors are back on the road for 4. Minnesota, Houston, and New Orleans twice back-to-back nights. This could be a 4-0 road trip. Warriors have already taken care of business against the Timberwolves twice. Rockets are not a good team. Pelicans are up and down team. I do worry about Zion. I do worry about Alonzo and B.I. But this could be a 4-0 road trip for the Golden State. I'll take nothing less than 3-1. 2-2, all right, you live with it. But if they go 1-3 in this road trip, that's not good. By this time in May, the Warriors should have a consistency going. This is a good road trip for the Warriors to take all 4 on the road. Going to be tough, but they definitely could do it. This is definitely a trip where the Warriors could go 4-0 on the road and really get them a 10-game, 10 over 500 at this point. Then you come home for the final 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The final 6 games is at home, which very much favors Golden State. Very much. You got OKC twice. You got Utah and Phoenix, New Orleans, and Memphis. On this 6-game home trip, hopefully 3-3 at least, maybe more. This is going to tell what the Warriors are going to do going to the playoffs. If they could go 4-2, 5-1 against these teams, we could beat OKC twice. Jazz and Phoenix games are going to be hard. Memphis and New Orleans are up and down teams. This right here, this final stretch of 6 at home at the end of the season will very much tell how the Warriors are going to do in the playoffs if they're in the playoff spot at this point. And like I said, they can go 4-2, 5-1 on this final homestand and get a lot of good momentum going into the playoffs at around maybe 10 games over 500. That would be great. So again, the Warriors, besides a game against the Jazz, 2 games against the Jazz, a game against the Lakers, the Clippers, against Phoenix, 2 against Philly, 1 against Boston, 1 against Milwaukee. This is a very, very favorable second half schedule for the Golden State Warriors. I could see them finishing anywhere between 5 and 10 games over 500. Now, if the Warriors could get their consistency going, maybe they finish more. Maybe they finish 10 to 15 games over 500 and get into that 4 or 5 spot. But I want the Warriors to be anywhere between 5 and 10 games over 500 going into the playoffs. This home stretch, like I said, will determine what the Warriors are going to do in the postseason. They could go 4-2, 5-1 against OKC twice, Utah, Phoenix, New Orleans, and Memphis. Warriors will be in a good shape going into the playoffs. Warriors have the 6 hardest schedule going into the first half of the season. I'm sure they'll have, not as You know, they'll be middle of the pack when it comes to second half strength of a schedule. But Dub Nation, what do you guys think? What do you think, y'all? What do you think the Warriors win up this year? Again, I expect Warriors to be 5 to 10 games over 500 at the end of the year. They're 10 games over. They definitely won't have to be playing that playing game. They're 5 games over. They'll probably have to be in that playing game. I think the Warriors get anywhere between the 5th and the 8th seed, depending on how they play. The Warriors can get consistency going in the second half of the season. They can go on a run. I mean, there's stretches where the Warriors could go 5 and 6 in a row. I mean, let's just talk about Sacramento, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, Toronto, Atlanta. Right there. Warriors can easily go 6-0 in those 6 games right there. We've already beaten Chicago. We've already beat Sacramento. Atlanta's an up and down team. Miami's an up and down team. Toronto's an up and down team. Right there in that stretch, they could go 6-0. Maybe they lose to the Bucks. They come back and beat the Wizards and the Rockets, and you win 8 of your 9 of 10. Come at home and beat Denver. You win 9 of 10 games right there. Then you go on the road. Sweep OKC and Cleveland. Maybe lose 1 out of 2 to this. Come back, beat Washington and Denver again. Then you got Sacramento. Then Dallas, then Minnesota, Houston, New Orleans, or KC. So the Warriors can have stretches where they win 9 out of 10, 10 out of 12, 13 out of 15, 15 out of 20 games, and the Warriors get up to 10 to 15 games over 500. It's going to be a really fun second half of the season, man. I look forward to some of these matchups. Obviously, the games against Utah, LA, and the LA teams. I look forward to the Sixer games. Rematch against the Bucks. I look forward to these Houston games because we can win them. These OKC games because we can win them. The Dallas game, that should be great. We saw 2 great games between those 2 teams. But yeah, that's my breakdown of the schedule, guys. Again, let me know what your thoughts. I'm going to say Warriors finish 5 to 10 games over 500. Get into that playing game or get into that 6th seed, 5th seed. And we'll see how the playoff goes. So yeah, it's going to be a fun second half. I can't wait to see you guys. Remember, March 11th, second half opening night. I'll be live, Warriors, Clippers. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that like and sub button. Hit the notification bell. Don't miss a Warriors stream because they are amazing. They pop off every stream, even if the Warriors are getting blown out or if the Warriors are blowing somebody out. Y'all don't want to miss the streams. I look forward to you, Dub Nation. I miss you. Right now, I'm hanging out in Texas, but I miss you guys so much. And I look forward to streaming for you guys once again on the 11th. So, again, one more time, hit that like, sub, and notification bell if you're first time on your channel. Make sure y'all come on by for the Warriors streams. And let me know your record or your predictions or what you guys think the second half schedule down below. All right, guys. Well, y'all know how it goes on this channel. Remember to take care. Spiky here. This is Rocha Entertainment saying thank you so much for watching this video. You guys have a great day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And we'll see you for the second half of the schedule. Should be a fun one. And go Warriors. All right, guys. Peace out and have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever. Peace out, guys. And let's hope it's a great second half for Golden State.